Hello. Today's lesson is going to be about Warren Buffett, the billionaire. And I would like us to look at his palm, and by doing that, we can also learn about ourselves. Um, this is his right hand. The first thing I could see that is headline, quite strong headline, going all around, crossing uh, the palm. The headline is about how we see the world. Is about whether we can really perceive and know what we want in life. And when there is a very long headline like this, it means that that person really is not like stuck in his life around a minor problem. He really knows what he wants with his life. The second thing I would like to mention is the pointy finger, this one, Jupiter finger. As you can see, the Jupiter finger is leaning a bit toward the middle finger. When we see something like this, and also if you can see before we continue, you can see that the Jupiter finger is a bit shorter than the sun finger. So when we see something like that, it means that that person is is very critical and of himself, and not only that, in a way, is inner him is self-confident himself. It's a bit low. So for people like this who have got quite short Jupiter finger, they will do everything to show to the world that they are very strong people, and they are they will do everything to be in control, in a way, for them to feel that they are worthwhile for and to understand that why Warren Buffett feels like this. This amazing person who is going, as I read, I've just read about him in Wikipedia, is going to donate most of the money to charity. I believe by looking at his palm that when you look at the pinky finger, okay, and I don't know if you can see that, he got like a corset here, and also the pinky finger is wide apart from the sun finger, which means to me that that person as a child, his parents couldn't see how much sensitive he was. They couldn't really treat him properly. They didn't look at him in a way that he needed. So he never really felt like is worth what he is as a person. So he really feel like inside himself that he feel like that child which never been treated in a good way. Still, that child is looking to get that that appreciation from the people around him. And you can see that he's very sensitive by, if you look at his headline, you can see that the headline is going between those two figures. It means that that person, Warren Buffett, is very sensitive, and in a way is like can be even very emotional about the people around him. And no wonder he's going to give most of the money to charity when he dies. And that in turn, is like he need to be controlled. It's very, and also by the way, when the pinky is far apart, it means that that person love is loneliness. Is a person he need time for himself, like, and is a person also that is very observant. You can see that everything which happened in his life, and you can see that by, as I said before, by having that long headline. You can see, and this is why he was so able to be so successful and being able to see the future in a way, because people who got a short headline, they cannot see they can see only like, it's like in a car, they can see like 4 meter and like in the dark. And somebody who got a very long headline, you can see very, you can understand everything for which happened. So he is able to make very good and sensible investment. And when you look at his thumb, you can see that he's bending. When a thumb is bending like this, it means that that is very versatile. He can always change what regard his position regarding to where he is in life, and that is a very, very good thing in a person. So look at your palm, and sometimes by looking at Warren Buffett palm, you can learn so much about your palm. By the way, if the pinky finger is very close to the thumb finger, it means that that person love being in a relationship. He need to have somebody in his life. And anyway, I hope you enjoy the lesson about Warren Buffett. And by the way, another thing before I finish, you can see that this mount, the mouse, is so elevated. Person is like who got that so elevated is about fighting a flight in a way. So when he got enemies, he would do everything to fight them, and it can be even a bit too critical of people. Not only because he's very critical of himself, he judges all the people the way he judges himself. Thank you guys. See you in the next lesson.